Welcome back to the till. The Fed cut interest rates today by 1/4%. It was highly anticipated. My name is Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage. Been a mortgage broker for 29 years, located here in Virginia, and we do business in Maryland and DC also. This is the next episode of The Till. The Till is truth in lending and in life, or if you prefer, truth in life and lending. Let's get into it. The Fed actually cut interest rates for a third time in a row, which is kind of cool. The big news in the meeting when the chairman was speaking, I feel, is the fact that they are in a wait and see mode on what inflation and unemployment does over the next 2 or 3 months, right? So I feel that one of the big takeaways that moved the markets the most in his meeting was the fact that they're going to be starting as of Friday $40 billion worth of purchases per month of treasury bills. They're doing that essentially to raise their balance sheet, the amount of treasuries that's running off and the amount of mortgage-backed securities, people selling the homes, refinancing, is dropping their portfolio below what they would like. Think of it as your 6-month reserve fund. You like to have a certain amount of money and assets that you can borrow against. Essentially, that's what the Fed is doing, keeping their balance sheet strong and at a level that they want it to be at. What did the markets do after this reaction of the Fed cut? Leading up to today, we had essentially gone from lows of like 4.05 last week all the way to 4.2 leading up to the Fed meeting. Then, after the announcement, we actually got a little bit of a rally, and you can see that we went from 4.2 all the way down to around 4.14. I think that's where it'll close today. So the news there is, pardon me for a minute, did you know that 80% of the people that watch my videos are not subscribers? If you could do me a solid, please hit that subscribe button. It will help me out in the future. My name is Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage. I'm a veteran-owned business. I've been licensed in Virginia, Maryland, DC for 29 years. Also the owner of KSA Insurance Agency, an independent insurance agency. I have one goal, and that's to save you money. So if you like, share, and subscribe, I can, one, let you know when there's opportunities via the videos to save money and keep you up to date with the news. Back to the video. The run-up in anticipation, so they backed off rates, and then now they're kind of bringing them back down to where they were before. So if you really look at a 30-day time frame, we're not much different than what we were 30 days ago. But you could see over the next week to 2 weeks a gradual retracement down to this 399 level would be what I think may happen. Now, the Fed futures is not anticipating a Fed cut in January now. They're only 24% anticipating that. Next cut might be around April ish, and then after that, September, if we get two. Now, a lot of the Fed officials were talking about only one next year, so those could move. Probably 3 months either direction. My name's Kevin Retcher. I'm the owner of First Meridian Mortgage. If you're in the market to do a refinance, I would tell you that over the next 5 to 10 days, the market should, I feel, trail down a little bit and be a good opportunity. If you're looking to check out interest rates, you can click the live rate button on my website. It is fairly simple. You just put in a few items. If this was a purchase with 20% down, conventional, put in a zip code. You can get live rates in a matter of about 5 or 10 seconds. Now, it doesn't show you all my rates, but in general, these are interest rates that is a feed from my actual lenders. So in the end, if you're looking to get, a accurate quote or check against another lender just on a daily basis, this feed is live. So you can see if rates get better or if they get worse. As a mortgage broker, my price can't change what I make, right? So this feed is going to ebb and flow exactly with what interest rates are doing. Now, if you call a lender or a credit union or a correspondent lender, anyone that closes in their own name, there's not as much truth in their rates because they don't have to tell you how much they make doing a deal. I'm locked in. These prices on my website are locked in prior to you ever calling me. If you call a bank and rates improve and the next day they improve, they don't necessarily have to give those to you. So there's more truth in lending and dealing with a mortgage broker than there ever is with a bank. It doesn't mean a bank doesn't have a better deal, but it doesn't mean they're honest in their how they do their business. They don't tell you how much they make, and they don't have to keep their pricing the same every single day. So secondary can say, hey, we need to make a little bit more money and the market improved, we're going to keep it, right? Whereas with a mortgage broker, if that pricing improves, we can't make more than we would have made yesterday. So more truth in lending with a mortgage broker, hence the till, truth in lending and in life. My name's Kevin Retcher. I am the owner of First Meridian Mortgage, licensed in Virginia, Maryland, D.C. If you're not in one of those states, I do have 32 other broker owners like me in other states. I'm happy to refer someone to you, especially like if you're PCSing to another state. Be happy to help. If I have someone I trust and have vetted, I'll refer you out. Hope you have a great holiday. My name is Kevin Retcher, owner of First Meridian Mortgage. Talk to you soon.